Okay, now be honest. Would it be weird if I wore these glasses the whole time? Oh, they're kind of a vibe though. But you can see the ring light in front of me in the glasses, which is super trippy. And I feel like that'd be very distracting for you guys. But like, selfishly, I want to wear them. Vogue zone, Vogue zone, Vogue zone, Vogue zone. Like, just call me Kendall Jenner, right? You're gonna get annoyed. You're going to get annoyed in today's video because we have more spoiled kids and nothing is more annoying. That's a lie. There's a lot of things that are more annoying. People, all people. I actually love people. Girl in my high school physics class offered her brand new iPhone to be destroyed in an experiment because, quote, my dad will just buy me a new one. She had it for like 1 week. Imagine that. Imagine that. Even as an adult now, at 30 years old, who buys her own phones and pays for all her own things, I still would not want to destroy my iPhone, no matter what, even if I could afford to get a new one. Cannot relate. During a holiday, my cousins came down to visit from New York. 2 of them were younger. I think one was 11, the other 15 at the time. And we knew that their family had a decent amount of money. My grandmother, not having a lot to give and not knowing what these 2 boys could want, gave them money cards with $20 a piece inside instead of gifts. When they opened them, the younger one laughed loudly and the older one just looked disgusted before looking up at my grandmother's smiling face and saying, "What the F do you think we can buy with $20? Maybe a new heart, maybe one's on sale for ya." Can you imagine? $20? I would be thrilled to get $20 now, but when you were 11 and 15, a $20 bill felt like 100. I mean, if you weren't spoiled. A dude in my high school had bodyguards. I'm sorry, was he Justin Bieber? Every day when he got to school, he would proceed to open the door of his brand new BMW, exit the car, and have one of said bodyguards tie his tie and then spit his gum out into said bodyguard's hand before coming into school. No chewing gum policy. Okay, what high school did you go to? Was this person in need of bodyguards? I'm assuming not based on the story. Wow, what a character. And what kind of school are you? Like, this is a high school and you got a tie on? Like, I had school uniforms at my high school, but we didn't have no ties. When I was a teenager, I used to compete in athletics tournaments with school. One time we traveled to this really elite private high school. No, it just says school, where only the kids of rich folk went. We had done a whole day of athletics and we were sitting on the grass verge eating our sandwiches, at which point a helicopter, came in to land about 40 meters away. Just as we were all marveling at the fact some kid was being picked up in a chopper, this snotty little tosser who was sitting near us exclaimed aloud to his friends, "My mom's here to collect me and she brought the shit helicopter. She's so embarrassing." I can't. The fact that someone actually went through this and this is a real story is mind-boggling to me. Oh, sorry guys, my ride's here. Just a casual helicopter ride home. How far do you live that you need to be picked up in a freaking helicopter? I went to a pretty well-to-do university, so my friends were always saying crazy things. One of the craziest was, I quote, "My family only buys black Ferraris. Red is tacky." Holy, I can't even fathom like how much money some people have, you know? But I love red cars. I think red is so cool. Actually, before the car I bought, I almost bought a red car and I was going to I name my cars. I'm one of those losers who names their cars. And I was gonna name my car Cruella because red just reminded me of like Cruella de Vil and it was just like a vibe. So if I ever get a red car, I will be naming her Cruella. Don't take my idea. I'm just kidding, we can share. Girl in high school got a brand new Dodge Viper for her birthday. Not here to start a car war, it's what she wanted, roll with it. Anyways, she hated the color, handed the title to a friend and they bought her a new one. Can't you, like, what? I don't like the color, oh no problem. Just buy a new car. Easy transaction, 1, 2, 3. I never owned a car in high school. Like, what do you mean? I was taking the bus, the city bus and walking up until university. What? Oh my God. I had a super wealthy friend. What made him so bad was that he would call himself a communist and identify with all sorts of liberal stuff, even though he clearly took full advantage of his privilege. He was a nice enough guy, a little nuts maybe, but the whole thing was just really cringe-inducing. Well, aren't we all? You know, we're nice people. We're all a little nuts sometimes. Especially when he would talk about how much of a liberal idealist he was with his communist t-shirts on while doing substances that his dad paid for and sitting beside his pool. This is a lot. What? Okay, so very liberal, idealist, communist, would wear communist t-shirts, doing substances that his father paid for while he's by a pool. Okay, yep. That honestly sounds like a scene from like a TV show. Or like Gossip Girl, you know? And we got to see like the upper east side, upper west side. I don't even remember which one is the rich side. But like the luxurious life and that's what it reminds me of. Like I can see Chuck Bass. If you've seen the show, that's a Chuck Bass scene right there. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, you should probably watch it. It's a good show. I went to school with a girl whose dad was a higher up at Apple. So they got a lot of money. She was scared to use any form of public transportation and threw 5 separate MacBooks out her window because she was angry. Okay, I knew it had something to do with like Apple products. I'm like, she either gets a million phones, breaks them all, computers, tablets, like it's gotta be Apple products, obviously. Hell, he probably just gets them for free. He's probably handing that out like Oprah, like you get a MacBook, you get a MacBook, you get a MacBook. Everybody at Christmas gets a MacBook. I need to be friends with them. Sorry guys, I just need to moisten the palette here, you know? Another day, another Dollar Tree lip oil. You know the drill. But this is like a very Y2K vibe one. So fun. Anyways, no one cares. My cousin threw a fit because last year he got 37 gifts and this year he only got 36. How will he ever recover from such a tragedy? God, you know what, guys? Like, we need to send some well wishes his way. I should really send him a get well soon gift because I don't know how he's gonna get through like something as terrible as that. It's awful. I couldn't roll my eyes harder. They'd literally get stuck at the back of my head. I volunteer for Burning Man, which happens to attract some of the worst Trustafarians? What the hell does that mean? I've ever seen. People who claim to live bohemian lifestyles of art and magic that also have unending parental support for their magical globe-trotting adventure. I have heard this about Burning Man. I've heard it's supposed to be this event for very like bohemian, free, live off the land. Like you don't have like it's a very freeing, not a luxurious lifestyle. And that's kind of the point of it. Yeah, you're cheating. You're totally cheating if you're doing it that way. Isn't that the whole point? Is to like be living off the land and like be one with Earth? Or am I thinking of a different retreat? Hey guys, please help. Which car should I get? I want a lot, but daddy will only buy me one. This was posted to Facebook by a Tinder match. Yeah, I'd rather not go there. We don't match at that point, you know? If you're posting that on Facebook, we got unmatched. Like, respectfully, our lifestyles are, we're very different. We're very different people. We're not gonna have much in common at that point. I'm gonna roll up with my car that's 10 years old, used, literally. No shame in my game. I love used cars. Gets me from point A to point B. I don't need anything fancy. I would love a fancy car, but like, I like shopping at Dollarama instead. All right, guys. Who's annoyed? I warned you. I warned you. You can't be mad at me. I'm out of here though. Stay classy. Okay, Matthew, I'm busy, but that was a nice moment of Miley. Speaking of sassy, if you have not purchased your merch, it is at jocebedard.com for the sassy collection. I do have more news coming. I've already told you, should be announced in the next couple of weeks in regards to the sassy merch. So stick around. That was a very weird sound. I sounded like a seagull. Goodbye.